Wait for a while. Something happening technical, Veta. Sorry for technical issue. Let's start, student. Hello, this is Kaveri teacher. In today's lecture, we have to start with reading works of art, and this is part 2. Let's start. No, I think there is a technical issue. We sort it. Okay. And today we have to see Gond art, about the Gond art, and let's see what is the Gond art and what is Gond art. Firstly, we have to know what mean by Gond. Gond is a Dravidian word, and this word conveys us that Gond means corn. It's an abbreviation of corn words. Corn means actually a mountain. So in this lesson we have to see where the Gond art can we find, then in which place of India we can find. Let's see the Gond or Gond in Koitubur, a Dravidian eco-linguistic group. They are one of the largest Adivasi group in India. Tribe means the people who are living in the tribe or a jungle, and these people called that a tribe people. We can call it Adivasi people. So we have to know about that person, the people, and what is the Gond art is. Uh, this lesson is written by Abha Bhagwat. Abha Bhagwat, I would like to explain you all that Abha Bhagwat is a art teacher, and she has done lots of work in the art sector, in the painting sector. So she is working at the Pune, and she has done lots of work for the student. She has done that there as a 120 wall she was painting, and she has changed that schools and all things in her imagination. So this is the art, this is the Gond art, which is developed by the Gond people or a tribal people. Please wait for a while again. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay, we'll see something. Actually, I have prepared the PPT and it's not showing here due to a technical issue. Okay, let's see. In yesterday's lecture, we have seen Haider Raza about Haider. This lecture, we have to see Gond art. About the Gond art. Gond art is a tribal art. It has been developed and preserved by the Gond tribal people residing largely in the Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha states of India from their traditional in the jungle. So Gond art is a tribal art and it has been developed and preserved by the Gondi people who was living inside the jungle or it's called a kabila, like a kabila. They are living in a group. So they have preserved the houses of the Gond people was made by the soil and so they want to decorate their walls of their soil walls and so the art was developed by them. So Gond tribal people residing largely in Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha states. So we can call it like the Gondi people was living inside the center point of the India and the states where they lived are Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. From their traditional tales and mythology, we learn that they have lived in India for thousands of years even before other inhabitants come here. So here we can see that the Gond people is not nowadays they are not settled here, but since last thousands of years means since their generation to generations people living here because the traditional tales. Traditional means the their history. You can call it history traditional stories we can get from them and so we can know that these peoples are living from thousands of years here and mythology means the faith or the belief they are showing here. So this will be showed us that these peoples are living here since thousands of years. So Odisha state and Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, in these all states we can find most of Gondi people, Adivasi people or a tribal person here and that's why the Gond are mainly developed in these 5 states. So we learn that they have lived in India for the thousands of years ago. So it's showing that these people, the history if we can observe about these people, so we can easily know that these people are stable here. These people are living here since last 1,000 years, even before the other inhabitants came here. Means before coming other people or migrated or settled people here, uh, they are living about nearby thousands of years here in India. So the Gondi language is similar to Telugu and Dravidian language. So the Gondi language, the Gond people which is speaking the Gondi language, it's a tribal language like we can call it that in Maharashtra we can speak Marathi. In Gujarati we can speak Gujarati language. As the same way, some tribal language are so used thereby 300 language we can use in the India. As the same way, the Gondi people also use the Gondi language to speak to communicate with each other. But this language is not a formal language. It's a tribal language. So the Gondi language is similar to Telugu and Dravidian language. If we observe Dravidian and Telugu language, we can get some similar words, some similar tone about Gondi language to the Telugu and Dravidian language. Gond art has mainly in central India. The Gond art has mainly central, we can found it in the central India. Originally, people used to draw pictures on the earthen walls of their houses. And the Gond people of central India, if we observe these states like Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha state, these all 5 states mainly set up at the central point of the India. So originally people used to draw pictures on the earthen walls. Here is the earthen walls means soil wall, the walls which is made by the soil. in the central India, and originally people used to draw pictures on the earthen walls of their houses, and the people of the Gond community, they are using this art, these pictures on the earthen walls to make a beautiful that walls, because they are living in the jungle or outside the village. So that's why they are trying to make their houses beautiful as well as attractive. As the same way, we also nowadays we are also trying that Warli painting and all this Gond art. We also find nowadays to make attractive houses. We are also making our walls beautiful. But nowadays the walls are changed into cement wall or concrete. But at that time, since last thousands of years, they are decorating their earthen wall, soil wall by the help of Gond art. Most folk arts involve natural techniques of preparing colors. In this folk arts, folk means the people which is we can call it like a lok kala. So folk art it called like a lok kala. So this is the art which is moves generation to generation, and this is involve natural techniques. And what are the natural techniques? Means we nowadays we are seeing that there are lots of colors available in this day in this platform of the art, but at the ancient time, at the nowadays also the Gond people make their art with the help of natural techniques. And what are the natural techniques we have to see here? So the preparing colors and use of several mediums. So they are making the colors by the things which are easily find in the nature. Means there will be food, there will be flowers, there will be everything that can easily find. So techniques of preparing colors and use of several mediums. They are transferred from generation to generation in a smoothly flowing process. Gond art is no exception to this. And if we observe this, that Gond art is no exception to this thing, because a house decorated with a beautiful picture creates a pleasant atmosphere. Yes, everyone has a moment we can see in the everywhere. It will be nice to see you to our eye that the color of the nature will easily looks great to our eyes. So this will be happening because of only the attractive color which is made by the natural things or natural techniques. The techniques and preparing colors are used several mediums. They are transferred from generation to generation in smoothly flowing process, and these things will be transferred to one generation from another generation. Means it is not written form, it is not saying, or it is not audible or videoable, but it is the art, it is the only art which is transferred to one generation to another generation, that the father learn the father gives techniques to his child, then the child will be transferred it in his future generation. It's called a generation to generation. So this art was transferred from one another people in a smoothly flowing process, and the process of this is very smooth and simple. Gond art is no exception to this. If we observe the folk art, means the song, the art and everything which is called a folk art, means जैसे कि ये if we observe in Maharashtra there is a folk art of Lavani and Pawada. So these all things is made generation to generation, transferred in generation to generation. As the same way the Gond art, otherwise we can see the example of Warli painting. This also the folk art, and the Gond art is also no exception to this. These also forwarded to each other by generation to generation. A house decorated with beautiful picture creates a pleasant atmosphere. Now we can see that the house which was made, which was colored by the natural color, and it will be decorated with a beautiful picture, and the picture which was made by the Gond art looks very beautiful, looks very nice to our to see our eyes, then creates a pleasant atmosphere, and it gives a positive energy to us. The atmosphere while the coloring showing on the wall, that time the whole atmosphere or climate changed into happiness, in the happy moment. So also art is the medium of recording and perceiving that is seen, and it is only art that it is the medium of recording and perceiving, that means the art is only thing which can we preserve by decorating, by giving to one another person. So this is the Gond art, which is called like a folk art, and it is also the same similarity between folk art and Gond art is that the Gond art is using natural colors or the natural canvas. We can see in the next para how the colors will be made by them. Here the picture of tribal people. Here we can see that there are a Telangana tribe, and also there are a Maharashtra tribe, also Odisha tribe, then Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. These all states means Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana. There have some people who are living in the tribe. They are not well educated, but they are preserve their techniques of art. They are preserving their singing art. So these all things included in the tribal art or Gondi art. Here are some questions. Let's see. There are some hard word meaning. Preserve means conserve karna. Then mythology, a collection of old stories. Then inhabitant means resident. Atmosphere is the arrangement. Then technique means method. And earthen means made by earth. It's called a clay or soil. There is a grammar question. Identify the tense and change the present perfect tense. Gond art is a tribal art. If we see the construction of the sentence, this is the continuous present tense, and we have to change it into perfect present tense. So Gond art is a tribal art. We can change it like the Gond art has a tribal art. Okay, present perfect tense. Then give the noun form. Develop, development. Preserve, preservation. Give the adjective of exception, exceptional, tribe, tribal. Add a question tab. The Gond language is similar to Telugu. Here, the Gond art, the Gond language is similar to Telugu. This is the assertive sentence, the ending the sentence, and after that we have to write isn't it or isn't the Gondi art. Okay, Gondi language. Sorry, Gond art is no exception. Here is a negative sentence. That's why the answer is like is it and question mark. Then also you have to write the collocation from the passage. Let's see the next para. Uh, in folk arts, you yourself prepare the canvas, the surface on which to draw, and the colors with which you draw. Now, mostly we have seen that the art means the painting which is paint only on the paper or a surface of a great surface of the wall, but the Gondi art nowadays it is changed like a canvas. And what is canvas, student? Canvas means a cloth or the paper on this canvas, on this cloth, on this small cloth. We can use the draw, we can picturize the any picture, and nowadays it is used on the mostly use the canvas for drawing. So the people of folk art made the canvas by themselves. Already you already have seen the canvas. So canvas means a small piece of a paper or a cloth which is used for the painting. In folk arts, you yourself prepare the canvas, the surface on which to draw, and the colors which you draw. The canvas is the surface where we can draw, where we can color, and where we can picturize any imagination. So it is called canvas. That is why creating folk art is a very enriching experience. Now, folk art means like a Gond art. It's very knowledgeable, very interesting experience, and the experience, if we take the experience art, we can see that it will be very attractive and catchy to everyone to look at that side. In this richness is reflecting in the choice of their medium. In the days of past, several things in the nature such as the soils of different shades, and from what things they are making the picture, making the color. So there are some several things which can easily find in the earth. And what was that thing? The things are like shades of the different shades of the soils. We have seen that there are lots of color shades of the soil, like red, then blackish, then some oranges, then some yellowish soil. So these are all shades of the soil. Actually, I have made a PDF PPT of the pictures with this, but I can't find it due to a technical issue, so can't share the pictures of that. So this is the soil shades. Then also here are some juice of plants. Student, there are a plant's color is green. At that Gondi people, at that ancient time, the green color was used by the people for making the color, and they are making they are mixing some plants and herbs to make a beautiful color. Then leaves of the plants, also they are using their leaves of the plant. Also tree bark मीन्स छाले, जो कि ट्रीज की छाले होती है, they are making color by it also. So flowers very major part to make a colors, because flowers colors are variations in the way various type of flowers are available in the nature. So yellow, red, orange, blue, pink, every color can make easily by the use of flower. And fruits also, the fruits like a papaya we can see yellow color, then apple we can see the red color skin, and inside it the white color. Also watermelon have a red color. Then jamun, it's called a it's called a purple color. So the all star fruit and all things, all fruits can easily used in the nature for making the color by the Gond people. Even the things like a coal and cow dung. Now we have seen that the trees, leaves, then bark, flowers, fruits are using for the making colors. Also the soil, we have seen that it is used for the making the color. But student, here one interesting example, that not only these things but also coal, which have a black color, and the cow dung used for preparing the color. And why these things are using, the reason behind it, that the color which is made, made by these things will be live long life. That's why the cow dung and coal has used in that colors. It is helpful to make a color for long life, long period. So that's why in that period, in that era, the coal and cow dung was used for preparing the color. The different colors, various textures and patterns were used here, and these things are using for the color as well as the various texture. Means there is a no same texture. There are a dotted line, there are a small lines, curves, triangles. In yesterday's lecture, we have seen that the geometrical shapes like a triangle, circle, square are used in that art. So as the same way in a Gond art, to complete, to fill the gap between two things, it is used the structure of a line, dot and curves line. The different colors, various textures and patterns were used year after year, and it may be changes by year, like sometimes they are using dots, sometimes after sometimes Gond people are using the small shapes of curves and triangles, leading the simplicity to this art. And it is very simple. If we observe this picture of the Gond art, we can say that it is very easy, but in the simplicity way, in a smooth way, it look very catchy, very attractive to see the picture. So lending a simplicity, and they are put very simple structure in that art, but it's very great to see. When we see this picture, we realize that the picture drawn this way or the other can look equally beautiful. Means if we observe that Gond art picture, Gondi art, that time we can say that it is very easy, and how can the picture will be make way, it is simply way. So that time we realize that this is very simple way to make a picture, to draw the lines and shapes. But while this picture will complete with the coloring, and that time we can say that this, it will be very equal beautiful, like a other artist, means other art, like a realism picture, natural picture, or photoism art. So these types of all arts, so this picture is equally beautiful like that picture, and it will be made by very easily. And mostly in the Gondi art there is a use of animals and all things, means the Gondi people are living in the jungle, so that's why they are using the shapes, the shades, the things they are seeing in the jungle, the trees, plants, animals, flowers, they are using in their art, and it's the Gondi art. What a deep thought this art conveys to us, and the deep thought they are conveyed by their thought. In your, if you have a textbook, you can see in that your textbook that there are 2 3 pictures which are given to us, and this is a Gond art. So this picture showing us that there is a you can see on the screen here also, there are a picture, and the all picture showing us there is a use of there is a picture of a peacock, and in first picture we can see that there is a picture of the animals and birds. So in that animals, birds, first one is about the tree, the first picture which is appeared in the textbook. This picture showing us that there is a tree, and on side the tree there is a monkey. Also there are a small squirrel and birds. Also there is a fox. So this picture conveys us that what is the foundation of that people to the nature, means the natural things. This tree is happily growing with the birds, animals, and all things. The leaves of the trees are very beautiful by the natural color. So this is showing us that the tribal people conveys that what is the relation between man and trees and animals is made by the nature. So this is showing to us. In second picture of the textbook, we can see that there is a peacock. There is a peacock picture, and the peacock is like a dancing, but the dancing peacock has the feather like a tree branches. The feathers of the peacock is showing us in the picture like the there is a tree behind that peacock, and the leaves of that tree is showing like a feathers of the peacock. So this is the relation between the animals and birds of nature. So this Gond art is mainly founded in the mainly bounded the person to the nature. Then again there is a picture of a peacock, dancing peacock. This also showing us that the of arrival of the rainy season, the peacock started dancing. So it's showing us, it gives message to us that the peacock is dancing, and due to the dancing some feathers are laid down on the floor, and the peacock is dancing, but to show the happiness of arrival of the rain. So this is the very beautiful message, very beautiful thoughts which was told by simply way, by the simply structure by the Gondi people to us, and it is very beautiful to see. Let's see next para. In the Gond style of art, we see that the outlines may vary little from artist to artist. Here is a small difference, that the outline of each picture we can see that it will be changed by artist to artist, very means various or different. Okay, in the Gondi style of art, in this style of art, we see that outlines means the lines which are outside to show the inside and outside part of the picture. Here in the peacock picture we can see that there is a use of brown color show the outline of the picture. So this is, this will be changed, this will be various to one another artist, means it some artist can use the curved line to show the outline, some artists can use the dotted line to show the variation in the picture, but the designs that fill it make the whole picture look lively and attractive. Yes, of course, there is a very different style of every person, but the picture will look like the picture is seeing very beautiful, looking very beautiful by the outline or the attractive and catchy color, and the whole picture look lively. Lively means it is looks like that it will be live. So and attractive also, it is made attractive by using the colors. It will be catchy to us. The designs include simple texture, and what is included in that designs? If we see that both pictures of peacock in this picture, we can see that there are some uses of standing lines, there are some uses of cross lines, also there are some dotted here in lines on uh, the picture. Also there are some curves, there are dots, the squares, also there are some small triangles also used. So these all things like a leaf shapes, these all shapes and patterns, textures are using in the art to make a beautiful that picture. The design includes simple textures achieving using dots, straight lines, dotted lines, curvy shapes and circles. Just we have seen that at the to look the floor in the textbook, you can see that there is a picture of peacock, and in that peacock there are a use of straight lines, also there are a use of dotted point to show the feathers of the peacock, also to show the floor they are using the triangle shapes. So these all shapes make a beautiful that picture, that art, and special attention is given to the choice of various color. This all structure and pattern is good, but we can say that this is the special attraction. And what is the special attraction? The color which was used by the Gondi people to make the art beautiful. Variation of the color means the combination of the color is very good. Effect is amazing and beautiful. Age of communication, in today's age of commercialization, many men have taken up gond art, but the roots of folk arts probably lie in the women's daily course, like cleaning and decorating the house, dealing with the natural colors in the house, of cooking in their leisure time and activities. It is not only for, it is not limitations that the Gond art is only for the Gondi people. If we see nowadays, women are the base of the this Gondi art. Why the author Asha Abha Bhagwat saying like that? Because in day to day life, in this commercial world, in this business world, we say that many men have taken up Gond art, but now they are not made on the wall of the soil wall or the clay, but nowadays they are using the canvas, or they are using the uh, surface of wall. And the root of the folk art is probably lie in women's daily life. Why it's called like the root of the folk arts is probably in the women's daily course? Because in cleaning and decorating the house, while the women are cooking the food, if we observe that the rice colors is white, but we are giving colors to it by turmeric powder, it will be changed into yellowish. If we want to give the red color to the using the chili powder to it, then uh, we are using the Szechuan sauce to it to give the color. So these are all things we can see that the women are decorating their food. Also they are day to day life they are using the color to make their house beautiful and decorating. Also dealing with natural colors, the colors of cooking and in their leisure time of activities. Leisure means free time that they are using some different type of foods and all things, and this will be very good to us. Now the hard word meaning: enrich means enhance, improve. uh, Cow dung means animal dropping or waste. Okay, now we have to summarize the lesson again. Gond tribe. We discuss about the Gond tribe, that the Gondi or the Gond or Koitubur are in Indian ethnic group. They speak the Gondi language and which belongs to Dravidian language family. They are one of the largest tribal groups in India. They are spread over the states of Madhya Pradesh, eastern Maharashtra, it called be Vidarbha, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha. The Gondi language is closely related to Telugu language or Dravidian language. And let's see uh, the summarize the lesson, whole lesson, what we have learned in this lesson, that the Gond tribal community is one of the central India of largest indications community, and their art is expression of their everyday quest for the life. The Gond art reinforces with the belief that weaving a good image budgets good luck. This inherent belief led the gods and decorating this house and floor with the traditional tattoos and morphes. So here the traditional tattoos means the god art used like animals, then flowers, trees, plants. Also they are using some different shapes in day to day life. So these all things like a tattoos they are using in their art. That in first picture we have seen that there is a tree, then another picture there is a picture, last picture is about the animals, it is about the cow, and the cow is a very religious animal, and we are giving most important to cow in our religion. So the cow is showing that it is very helpful, and each and everything she give to us, and it is very important, like she provides us some milk and all things. Also cow dung is very useful to make a herbs and medicines. So these all things uh, showing that the faith and the belief of the people showing in that picture, in that art, that how the nature and man has related to each other, it is showing by the Gondi art. Weaving a good image budgets good look. This innate belief led the Gonds to decorating their house and the floors with the traditional tattoos and motifs. However, Gondi art has since transposed onto paper and canvas with the talented artists. Nowadays, the talented artists had changed the structure of the Gondi arts, means they are not making the picture or the drawing on the soil wall. They are use the canvas paper or the normal paper of painting to paint that art. Then showcasing their skills, and by drawing on the uh, canvas or a paper, they are showing their talent, their skill of Gondi art. Languages, and it will be preserved, it will be helped to preserve that art by using the canvas, because sometimes it will be vanish, it will be destroy the all picture which was made by soil. But if we draw the picture of on a canvas or the paper, it will can prove, or it will be can preserve for long time. So that's why it will be good to use the canvas for the Gondi art. Language of the soul is expressed in the brilliant hue of Gondi art. Also, the language of that people is also brilliant hues of Gondi art. The signature styles of the agency is the tribal art, from one instructly used to fill the surface of their decorative patterns and motifs. The allegiance and individuals of each Gond artist is defined by this signature style. There is a special style of the Gondi people which is used in the drawing the picture, that they are using a dot and all natural curves and shapes to make a beautiful that things. Now student, we have to see some activities after the lesson. First activity is like that, spot the error in the spelling. First one is renown, the proper spelling is renown. And geometric, the spelling is wrong, so we have to recorrect it, and the correct spelling is geometric. Then painting and painting, the spelling here in the first spelling there is a use of e, instead of e we have to use here ai. So painting, village, there is a use of double l. Then features, figures. You know, you can solve this activity at your home, you can take the screenshot of this page. Then medium, and medium, tribal, it will be asked to you in the question paper. So student, focus on in that how can we spot the error of spelling, and how can we spot the error of sentences. Also the question will be asked like the spot the error in the sentence. Second activity is that complete the following characteristic features of Raza's painting. In part 1 yesterday we have seen the Sayyid Haider Raza's so we have to see what is the characteristic of Raza's painting, and it's a simple geometric shapes, striking colors and combination, captivating composition. Colors blue and orange was used by the Sayyid Haider Raza. The the next activity is that complete the following with the reference with this page. Raja's painting is do not depict like human figures and copies the sentence. You have to complete the sentences by using proper meaningful sentence. Next one is write about the following important feature of Gondat with the help of the passage. You have to read the whole passage of Gondat, and that time you have to reflect some 2-4 lines about the Gondiad. You can write as like this. Gondat involves the natural techniques of preparing colors and the use of several mediums. They are transferred from generation to generation in smooth and soft swallowing process. It is medium of recording and perceiving, that is what is seen. So this is on the Gondat. You can summarize in 4 to 6 sentences that what is the Gondat. Next question is like that. Why does the author think the roots of folk art lies in the woman's course? This is very important question because in last paragraph we have seen that the Abha Bhagwat told us that the Gondat is the root of the in the woman's probably lie. So why is she called like this? Because natural colors available in various things around the house are used in the Gondat. The picture drawn are lively and attractive and depict simple things. The different colors, various textures and patterns were used year after year. The picture were drawn on the walls of the home earlier, and all this makes the author think that the roots of the folk art lies in the women's cause, because women are always trying to make their houses beautiful. It will be by the food, it will be by the picture, it will be by the art or cleaning and each and everything. So that's why the root of that folk art is mainly founded in the woman's life. Last question is, from the passage list the word related to. You have to like a word register. The question will be asked in question paper like the you have to write the word register. And first word is geometry. So you have to write the related word about the geometry. First one is geometric shapes, circles, triangles, squares, rectangles, lines, dots, shapes. These all things included in the geometry. These all words is related in the geometry. Second word is about colors. In the colors, in this passage, blue, orange color combination, then attractive colors, then design. What is the words related using in the passage for showing the designs? And it's abstract, scene, geometric, then also pattern, structure. These all things are included in the design word. Last one is complete the following next one is complete the following items using the appropriate color them. Give someone a black look, a look of anger or dislike. If we want to show this word, that if we want to give the color to it, and what the expression we have to see to look anger, so we can use the black look. Then the expression is like a person who brings disagree with the family, that time the black sheep of the family. Then next is a list of defaulters, a blacklist. Where is a default, we can use the word like a blacklist. It means the colors are very interesting to make a meaningful words, to make a different meaning of the sentences. For next one is areas of fields, woods or extracts. That time we saying that a green belt, there are a green zone, we also saying it. To have a green finger, to be a gardening, that time we are using to have a green finger. If we want to say that feel very jealous, that time we can say that be green with envy. The next is also give someone or get the dash dash signal, that time give the permission to do something. If we allow something to do, that time we are saying that give green signal. If we want to stop them, if you want to stop anything, or if we deny anything, that time we are giving the red signal to it. If we want to give the permission, that time we are saying the green signal. Next one is a bolt from the dash dash. A sudden shock or a surprise, that time we are saying a bolt from a. If we want suddenly or unexpectedly, that time we are saying out of the blue. Then very rarely means once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, it means very rarely or sometimes. not frequently. Last one, royal blood or aristocratic origin. That time blue blood. We can say it blue blood. Then again there are a lots of examples of colors we are using, that a blue every boy favorite person. Then catches someone red-handed means catches someone in the act doing something wrong. If we found a person that that person is doing bad or something not good, that time we are saying that catches someone in red-handed while he made a mistake. Roll out the red carpet. It means give a special welcome. If we want to welcome a person with a special, that time we are saying that roll out the red carpet. Next one is a red herring, something that diverts attention from the man issue. See red, become angry. Why we are saying that red eyes means becoming angry? So these are some expression, these are some feelings, these are some situation. That time we are using the color in our day-to-day life. So student, I hope that in yesterday's and today's lecture you all can understand the whole lesson. First part of this lesson was the Sayyid Haider Raza, and second part of this lesson is uh, okay. Now we have to wind up our lecture due to a lack of time. Hello, teacher.